Hi, my name is Brittany Rodriguez, and today I will be talking about how restaurants have changed their operations and procedures since COVID. According to MarketMedium.com, nearly 16,000 restaurants have closed due to COVID. I'll be discussing how COVID has affected and changed procedures at the restaurant I work at, starting from the beginning until currently. I will also share interviews I conducted on a couple coworkers. Do keep in mind that every place is different, but this is just how we worked, how we operated, and how we were affected by it. To start off, I work at Vaqueros Mexican Restaurant in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. COVID first hit Steamboat around mid-March. And when it first hit, school was closed for 2 weeks. When this happened, we all knew that things were going serious. Shortly after schools closed, restaurants closed, only for a couple days though. When we reopened, it was for to-go orders only. During this whole time, we were constantly receiving emails from the health department with updates both from the governor and from Routt County. During this time, we made sure to have lots of signs posted both outside and inside of the establishment indicating people to maintain a 6-foot social distance from one another if they were picking up orders inside. We also offered curbside pickup for those who asked for it. A couple weeks into to-go orders, we were allowed to start selling to-go alcohol, which was very beneficial for us. So this really it was simple. The person picking up would be ID'd to make sure that they were of age, and we would staple this slip right here that we got from the police department onto the bag where we would put the alcohol, and it basically just says that you cannot open it until you get home, because obviously we do not want people drinking and driving. And people really enjoyed this. So did we. It was something different, but it was really beneficial for us. We officially reopened in June, which was almost 3 months of being essentially closed for normal business. Before opening, we did a deep clean. We cleaned everything, the kitchen, the dining areas, the waiting areas, the bar, everything. We wanted the place to be spotless before opening. We also had various team meetings to discuss rules, procedures, new operations, just how we would be functioning from now on. We also addressed employees' questions, concerns, and anything that they wanted to talk about before opening. So at the beginning, when we first opened, employees needed to wear masks and gloves. Right now, we only need to wear masks. We got rid of the gloves because they were interfering too much with our duties, especially for waiters. It was too hard to do other stuff with gloves on. And it's honestly just more sanitary and more clean to be constantly washing your hands than to wear gloves. At the beginning also, customers were only suggested to wear masks. We had signs posted outside that they needed to wear their masks, but not everyone did. However, now everyone wears their mask. They must wear their mask or they are not allowed inside of the restaurant. We are also only at 50% capacity. This is how we open and this is how we still are. For example, if the restaurant seats 100 people, we are only allowed to have 50 people in there. All of our tables are distanced by 6 feet to comply with the social distancing policies. And our bar is still closed. People get really upset about this, but that's how things are still working. Another one of our rules is that we cannot seat more than 8 people per table. So if a larger group comes in, we have to separate them into multiple tables. We also did contact tracing at the beginning. We don't do this much anymore, but essentially what it is, someone from your party would write their name and either a phone number and email they would like to be contacted at just in case of an outbreak, which never happened, thankfully. And these records were destroyed after 3 weeks for privacy reasons. Another big thing that we started enforcing was hand sanitizer. Obviously, every place has hand sanitizer now, but we just have bottles of hand sanitizer at the host stand and at any other entrance and throughout the restaurant, so people will see it and they will disinfect their hands, which keeps us all clean. We are also frequently disinfecting high contact areas, such as like bathroom doors, doorknobs, handles, stair railings. waiting areas, although we do discourage waiting. And if we do have a wait, we ask you to step outside, go around, walk around downtown, and we will give you a call once your table is ready. Another thing that we started doing is our customers must ask us for salt, pepper, hot sauce, sugar, ketchup, any other condiments that they may need, because we used to have these on the tables, but since we are trying to limit the amount of people that touch things, we got rid of those, and now you have to ask. And these are the interviews that I conducted on my coworkers. So, Norma is a waitress, and she said, "This was a huge change for everyone, and I imagine we all went through similar things. This pandemic affected me emotionally, economically, and socially. It was depressing to be home every day, worrying about how I would pay rent if I wasn't working my regular schedule and making the same money as usual. It was weird to not interact with people like I am so used to doing. I am glad to be back at work, even if it's not completely back to normal." Another one of my coworkers, Jose, is a busser. He said, "This was tough on all of us. It made me realize that you never know when things will go downhill. I'm glad I had savings that got me through those couple of months. However, it was nice to spend time with my family. This pandemic made me appreciate my job more." Like I said, most of us went through similar things. And just my closing thoughts. The pandemic not only affected the restaurant business, but everyone in general. We have now been forced to adopt a new way of life, and who knows if this will be normality now. And if you just have any questions or comments, or if you would like to further discuss anything, feel free to contact me. Thank you.